So in an interview, you have to be very beware of these questions, and you have to answer appropriately and also truthfully. Okay, so let's see. There are some job related questions that they will ask you, and you have to be honest in these things. Okay, number one would be, are you willing to work in night shift? That means the job involves a night shift. Okay, even whether the job ad said that or not, if they ask you a question, are you comfortable working in night shift, it means the job has night shift. Okay, so if you're comfortable, go with yes. If you are not comfortable, simply say no. Okay, because if you say yes now and they recruit you and later you feel that I don't like night shift, then you have wasted your time and the company's time. Okay, so don't do that. Be very honest in an interview. The second one is, are you comfortable with rotational shift? It's like few days day and few days night shift. Okay, be honest. Would you like willingness to travel? So again, you have to be honest. Would you be only in that particular city, or would you like to go for travel across the city, or sometimes state, or sometimes even the country? Okay, which one you are comfortable, you have to state honestly. Location preference, where do you like to work? So you have to tell where you like to work. Okay, at least some 3 preference you should have even before you go for an interview. So preference 1, 2, 3, you have to have it, or you can ask them like which are the places you would be giving. Okay, so you have to tell the location preference. See, mostly when they ask you these questions, it means that the job has these elements. Location preference means they are not going to give you the job in that particular city where you are handling the interview. It can be in another city. Okay, so tell whether you want to go to another city or not. Okay, so mostly if you are willing, if you are open to all this, you will get a job. If you are like totally you are not unwilling for all this, getting a job would be difficult. So these are candidate related questions that are tricky here. It's very important again to be honest, but sometimes you have to be dishonest. Okay, so let's see. They will ask you a question about whether you want to do higher education further. For example, you might have done a BCom, you might have a plan to do MBA, but not now, in 3 years time or 2 years time. So they ask this question to know whether you are willing to work for this company for a long time. Because people who have a plan to do MBA in 2 years time, if you tell the truth, okay, if you tell the truth that you have done a BCom, okay, and you have a plan to do an MBA in 2 years time, then the company will not recruit you, because they want someone who sticks with the company for a long time. Okay, so they will not recruit you. That's one reason. The second reason is, if you are going to do a higher education, then you are much more motivated to higher education only. You're not dedicated to the company. So there will be motivation problems later. So you have to know that the company, if you tell the truth, you might not get the job. Sometimes that becomes a problem. If you say that you will quit this job to do higher education in 2 years time, the company might not choose you at all. Okay, they want a longer term person. Okay, so you have to tell a lie here. You can simply say that I don't have any career aspiration. Sorry, I don't have any higher education goals and all. Okay, you can tell like that. Most probably they will recruit you for that also. Marriage plan. Okay, for women candidates this can be a problem. Okay, some jobs feel that women will take a lot of leaves. Okay, leaves for their marriage, so they don't want them in place. Okay, so if you have marriage plans, tell it accordingly to them. Okay, whether you want to hide it or you want to be honest, it's up to you. You have to tell it accordingly. They might ask you also whether you want to create a startup. Okay, see, no company wants to help you in creating a startup. They just want to know whether you are going to start up a company in 1 year or 2 year or 3 year. That means you will run away in 3 years time. Okay, that's what they want to know. So if they ask you whether you have any startup plan, simply say that I don't have any plans like that. Then only they will recruit you mostly. Okay, so that can be an idea. Or 4, this is a very simple question which has a huge hidden thing. They will simply ask you like, what is your father's occupation? Even in your resume and even in your wherever it is, whether you post your resume in Naukri, your resume, or in LinkedIn, wherever it is, never say that your father is a businessman. Okay, if you say that your father is a big businessman, and that too he's a big businessman, okay, he has a very stable business, okay, a business where even you can go and work, okay. If it's a small business, not a problem. If it's a big business where you can work in the future, then companies do not want to employ these type of candidates, because at any point of time these people will quit the job and they'll go to their father occupation, okay, father business. So if your father is running a mid-size to a big size company, never mention that in your resume, and never tell that in a interview, okay. Mostly you will not get selected, okay. So these are the tricks that companies use, okay. So whether you want to be honest or whether you want to be dishonest, it's ultimately your decision. Certain times you have to be honest, but in certain places like these you have to be dishonest. So you guys can reach me at my website. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn. I am very active on LinkedIn, and you can also reach me at Twitter. So if you guys really like the video, put a like for us and share it with your friends who might find it useful. So if you guys have any queries or questions, post it in the comment section. We'll be like happy to answer them. If you guys have any other ideas for further videos, you can put it in the comment section. We'll be like creating a new video on that topic also. So thank you guys. We'll meet in the next video.